Ayo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Alvin MB10, aka AMR10, and what I got for you today is some more NBA 2K25. I'm really tempted to say next gen, but this is no longer next gen, this is current gen. And the video that I have for you today happens to be the best Tyrese Maxey build in the game. Now, key points of focus here are: this is a two-way, three-level shot creator 6'2" point guard build that first off comes with gold on all shooting badges and gold float game, gold on all ball handling badges, and also comes with Hall of Fame interceptor. So stick through for the video because the build you're about to see is something you might want to run, and low-key might be something that I run for my No Money Spent series. But don't forget, if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more content like this, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Let's try and at least get 20 likes on this video because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the video. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on, because then you'll be aware of every time I upload, because I'm trying to get back to uploading at least 2 videos a week. And last but not least, down below in the comment section, let me know any other builds you may want to see, as well as any other things you might tweak about the build that you're about to witness in front of you, because I'm not gonna lie to you, this build was suggested to be made by TikTok, so YouTube, you gotta step it up slightly. Now, as you know, Tyrese Maxey is right-handed and does wear the jersey number 0. You don't necessarily need to have these attributes of the build the same as how I keep them, but I like to keep them this way because at least it lets you know what build or at least what player we're making. He is the starting point guard, coming in at 6'2" while weighing about 200 pounds, which makes him slightly heavier than both LaMelo and Shea, which is kind of strange. He does have a registered wingspan of about 6'6", and yeah. Now, starting off with any Tyrese Maxey build, let's go straight all the way down to physicals. Now, speed-wise, we know Tyrese Maxey is one of the fastest players in the league right now. Like back in the day, it used to be John Wall and all those guys when I was a young buck, but right now it's Tyrese Maxey and co. So we decided to give him an 86 on the speed and an 83 on the agility. Originally, I did push the speed on this build all the way up to something like an 89, but then I realized doing that strips away from a lot of other attributes that I do need on the build. So we went with an 86 on the speed, 83 on the agility, a 45 when it came to the strength, because again, he's not one of the strongest players out there, and a 56 when it came to the vertical because of how we set out the rest of the capabilities of the build. Now, starting off with the finishing, Tyrese Maxey's game around the rim is usually the same thing. It's a lot of layups and a lot of floaters. So to start off with, we went with an 88 when it came to the driving layup because that's the bare minimum you need to get gold float game and silver layup mixmaster. Because firstly, layup mixmaster lets you hit fancy layups at a high rate. If you've seen some of Tyrese Maxey's layups, they're kind of nice. And float game was the necessity on these badges when it comes to finishing, because again, when he's attacking the rim, there's a lot of floaters being thrown over bigger defenders. Now, close shot wise, we did also put this up to about a 76, which allows the build to do quite a few things. And that rounds up the abilities that we did when it came to finishing. I will point out to you that I did not put any drive and dunk on this build, but this comes back to a point that I would love to make when it comes to making builds in this game. 2K makes it really hard to make a great player in all facets. So when you're making a player, make a player that's ideal to how you want to play. So in this instance, because we're making Tyrese Maxey, he's not known as one of the greatest dunkers in the game, so we decided to go with a high driving layup because that is a key point of his game, and no drive and dunk really, because again, not really a key point of his game. It's very rarely that you see Tyrese dunk the ball, plus either way when you're playing the game, you're rarely ever doing both. So either go with a high driving layup or a high driving dunk. If you go with the driving dunk, just learn how to use the dunk meter. That way you always force dunk animations. Plus either way, a high driving dunk will usually lead to having like a 70 on the driving layup at the very least. But yeah, that's my TED talk on finishing. Shooting wise, Tyrese Maxey has been in the 3-point contest for a reason, and he is a volume 3-point shooter, not to the likes of Damian Lillard or Steph, but to the point whereby we really have to respect it. So we maxed out his 3-point shooting at a 94 because again, this means we get gold deadeye, gold limitless range, gold mini marksman, gold set shot specialist, and gold shifty shooter, which are necessities on this build because again, off the bounce, Tyrese Maxey can really shoot it, which as you can see, shifty shooter improves the player's ability to make high difficulty jump shots. Set shot specialist, we've seen him be a catch and shoot person. He is a mini marksman due to his height. He has the ability to stretch the floor, which is why we gave him limitless range, and deadeye is just a badge that you always need when it comes to shooting. Mid-range wise, we left it the way that it was at an 84 because obviously we do get all badges at gold, and with the 94 on the 3-point jump shot and 84 mid-range is quite nice. Free throw, put this up to about a 74. Free throw this year, in previous 2Ks, was a thing of you needed a high free throw in order to make free throws. This year, you need like a 70 plus and a decent animation, in which case you don't really need to worry too tough because if you can green it, you're good. Now, in the case of the ball handling, this build does have the ability to take people off the bounce, which is why we went with the 93 when it came to the ball handle, which means we get gold ankle assassin, gold handles for days, and gold unpluckable. Speed with ball wise, we went up to an 88. You only need an 86 to get gold lightning launch, but because I had a few extra attribute points, I did put him here. Then when it came to the pass accuracy, you always got to go with an 85 on the small build. just because you do need bailout due to the fact that you will be doing driving layups. And if you find yourself in a tough situation where you know you're going to get blocked, you might want to have the ability to kick the ball out whilst up in midair. Now, obviously, bailout and versatile visionary are at bronze, but I've run these two. Technically, I've run versatile visionary at bronze, and I've been happy with it. And you do get gold dimer, which if you do have a few little +1 tier badges, you know what I'm saying, you can get this up there. Well, technically this is a tier 2, but hey, if you can get a +1 on the tier 2 badge, you can get this all the way up to Hall of Fame, which would be kind of nice. And the +1 on the tier 1 can get your bailout all the way up to a silver. You just got to complete the seasons. Now, defensively, the build is not a slouch. As I did promise you, it does come with Hall of Fame interceptor, as we did put a 96 when it comes to the steal on this build, which means that you get both Hall of Fame glove and Hall of Fame interceptor, meaning you can play passing lanes. On the perimeter defense, we did put this all the way up to about an 85, which means that you get silver challenger, silver on-ball menace, silver pick dodger, and gold off-ball pest, meaning you're quite relentless on the defensive side of the ball. And then with the last attribute point we put a 36 on the block to get it up slightly, and then obviously a 26 on the offensive rebound, which rounds up the build to leave it like this. Now, as you can see, this happens to be a 3-level shot creator because, again, at all 3 levels, you have high enough finishing. Defensively, the build is outrageous. With the 96 steal, you will be able to rip the ball from people quite a bit. This might just be a build that I run for no money spent, which if you do want to see me do that, I say no money spent, I might just run it through my career. But hey, let me know down below in the comment section. Should we start uploading a My Career series? Because it's something that I really have considered, and I've considered doing it without spending money, because low-key, 2K is jugging and finessing, man, for money like crazy. Now, as you can see, in the shades of for this build, we do get Kirk Heinrich, Mike Conley, and Steph Curry, which obviously does mean that the name of the build happens to be none other than a two-way 3-level shot creator. Now, this is kind of cap when it comes to Steph and kind of cap when it comes to Kirk Heinrich. Mike Conley, I can honestly agree, is a two-way 3-level shot creator. The other two, Kirk Heinrich's 3-point shooting was not that amazing. Steph's defense is not that amazing. But hey, 2K loves to say what they say, so we're just going to go with it. Now, if you want a build that does put Tyrese Maxey in the shades of, change this build to 6'4", and for some reason it puts him in there, even though he's technically 6'2". 2K is kind of weird like that, but hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, which if you did, don't forget to do me a favor, go and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel and you ain't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on. We are trying to grow. The more people we see, the more we upload on a weekly basis. And lastly but not least, down below in the comment section, don't forget to tell me what other builds you want to see, what did you enjoy about this build, and what did you not like about this build. But yeah, it's been your boy Alvin MB10, aka MR10. I'll catch you in a bit. Deuces.